Got a little bit here. Got some from the deli. Folks, here's the dealio. We got some cardboard. It's a good start. Marked it all out. We have the corners here. There's the other corner way down there. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the mower, put on a low setting to cut everything real close to the ground. Gonna move everything. Boom. Look at that. Boom, boom. Everything has been mowed down. I am mowing it down because I want the cardboard to have nice contact with the soil so that it speeds up that decomposition process, as well as it's easier to put cardboard down onto grass that's been cut so it's not as spongy. Oh yeah, look at this, look at this. Boom, that's all cleared out. Looking snazzy. Now I'm pulling this to the lower end of the garden first, because what you want to do is you want it to be almost like shingles. We're smothering the weeds right now. We're smothering the existing, anything that's growing right now. We're gonna smother it, kill it off by restricting any sunlight getting to it. So we'll do a layer all along the bottom of the garden, and then one end above it, one above it, almost like stair stepping all the way up the garden. First row, second row, just keep building uphill like that. We have gaps here, gap here. Go ahead and put those so that way they overlap so that the grass can't grow up through there. Looking good. Oh, here it comes. This is future vegetables, future really, really good food. So excited about it. Nice. Got the chips. We got the chips. Nice. I mean, in my mind, this might as well be gold. Almost. I mean, that would be nice for that to be gold. I would prefer gold over this, but it's close. It's close to the same thing in my mind, because that is turning into future food for me and my friends and my family. Happy stuff. We're loaded up, looking good, smelling good. Wish you could smell it. Smells very fresh. Let's go. Back, pay for it, head back to the house. Finally. Folks, we are on site, as in my house. We got all kinds of compost up there. But guess what? I found another source of compost and good material. There's a recycling place over here that I called, and they said they have a pile of stuff that I can get for free. So I'm gonna go ahead, wait on dumping this. I gotta go get the cardboard actually, because the Walmart has cardboard piled up for me. They're gonna throw it away if I don't get it real quick. So gotta get that cardboard, and then I'll dump this, and then I'll go get some of that stuff over there. Whew. Talk about a crazy day, oh my goodness. But hey, we're making it happen. To me, it's all worthwhile, because think about all the time and energy that folks put into, you know, buying super big houses and super nice cars, but sometimes they don't take care of their bodies. Our bodies are gifts, and in my opinion, is that we should be stewards of our bodies. So this, to me, is investment in taking care of my body and in helping my friends and family also take care of their bodies by growing some really good food. Healthy food, homegrown food. Okay, I'm going to leave this truck right here for now, and I'm going to get my truck, wherever it is. Oh shoot. Oh no. Just remembered that my truck is over at the other place. I guess, yep, I'm going to have to dump this. All right, let's go ahead and dump it. Keep on forgetting stuff. Okay, let's dump this, and then we'll come back, go over there, get the cardboard, go and get the other stuff. Yep. What we want. Squishy, squishy. Yes. This is an exciting day for the garden guy. Look at this. Goodness. Look at that. Fell right to the edge there. Somebody was planning, thinking right. I'm gonna go up there, scoop a little more with the scooper pooper. But man, oh man, look at that start. That's future groceries right there. I'm telling you. You know, here I am talking about taking care of your body and everything, and I am super thirsty. So I'm gonna go inside, get myself a drink, and then we will leave. Going in to go get that cardboard now. Oh man, look at this gold right here. It's a lot of gold. Finally have a passenger friend. He's a little bored because he's cardboard, but he's a good friend to have. All right, next stop is compost. Looks like the guy has quite a bit to load up first. Then he'll come over here and help me. Essentially, we are kickstarting this garden so that I can have not only a fall garden, but the best spring garden whenever that time comes around. All of this material is gonna have the chance to break down all winter long. All of this is gonna be covered. I'm about to cover it up. And then this compost is coming down. We're gonna do it about that thick. This is mushroom compost, super good stuff. It's already been breaking down for about 5 or 6 months. I mean, I'm talking some seriously rich stuff. You can even see the mycelium. See the little white there? That's where the fungi roots were, called hyphae. I'm talking quality right there, quality. To get us started off, I'm gonna go ahead and put all the cardboard down, and then we'll start on the compost. When you have a big project like this, I don't know about y'all, but whenever I have a big project, I have to set a goal and then just attain it, and then I'm done from that point on. My goal is to get a good layer of about 2 inches on the whole garden of this stuff before I stop for the day, and then that'll be a successful day. Look at this. What?
Oh!
What? What?
It's all loaded up
now. Look at that, Mr. Brewster.
This is all gonna be on the garden soon.
It is.
You follow along on this journey, it's gonna be all around that perimeter.
That's what I call happiness. Boom.
Oh.
Love it.
Yeah.
Chunky monkey.
Look at the bug! Look at the bug!
There's a bug.
Bug! Oh, he's gone.
More?
Yeah!
Hot, hilarious.
Yeah!
Ridiculous. Whoa! Don't die, buddy. Don't. Ah! Oh, you knew it.
I couldn't.
Nice, nice, Alec. Keeping the line straight. We're just lining it up to where it overlaps the cardboard, keeping the outside edge the same distance, while also layering it like that. Boom. Yeah. This outside edge is the same. That way the weeds aren't able to come in. We can weed it along the edge there. Keep it nice and clean.
Guys, I'm going to school with my book.
Got some straight lines. These pieces have really done a great job of killing off. I mean, look at that. That was just a live grass just a little bit ago, about 3-4 weeks ago. Currently, it's just all died off. So I would encourage anybody who's trying to do this primarily wood chips method. I mean, this is a small space, but imagine this on a large scale. I would go ahead and cover an area with plastic or with some type of material that's going to restrict the light from coming down in on the existing plants, and it will kill them off like this. Essentially, that just means that those existing plants are going to have a harder time popping up through the new mulch that you're putting down. Whoa, look at this garden. We got all these borders in, a little bit of greenery in the distance. Finish off the end here, and then get some more of that compost, put it on top. And then wood chips, do some pathways. It's going in. These guys are awesome. Thank you for your help and good efforts. You guys are awesome. Boom. Thank you, little girl.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's a good day. That didn't take very long because many hands make
Light work.
boom. You know, this is really good because you can see all the layers of this garden. First of all, you come down, you have just the normal grass, weeds, decaying debris, all kinds of stuff. And then pull this back a little bit and you have cardboard. Cardboard all layered out, going across all underneath of the entire garden. And then on top of that is this mushroom compost. Got about 2-3 inches of mushroom compost all the way throughout. Solid material, it's really great stuff. More fungal than bacterial. This is inoculating the cardboard and these perimeter boards with fungi. And then you keep going forward, and now we come across this second layer of compost, which is more wood-based, green material-based. It's got all kinds of decaying material in there. It's a little less decayed than the mushroom compost, but it's still doing a good job. It's already breaking down, turning back into soil. Got a little bit more debris in there. And then from there, we're going to be putting down the wood chips. So yes, always try to get wood chips that have been chopped up with an entire tree. You know, everything, the whole thing just gets all munched up. Now this stuff right here has quite a bit of, looks like the chipper was not super sharp. So you can see it has quite a few like longer branches and twigs. Sorry if it's loud and windy because it's honestly pretty loud and windy right now. So yeah, you've got all these like bigger twigs and stuff. You lay those down, you know, those are gonna provide a bit of a web. It's gonna keep the soil more loose and act as like a mat where oxygen is gonna be able to flow through this space a little better than if all the pieces were all tiny pieces like sawdust. Wow, it's really getting a little windy out here. Yikes. Bottom line is you want to be able to have different sizes of chips so that the structure of your pathways is not prone to compaction. You don't really want to compact too much. So try to get wood chips that have all kinds of different sizes. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be one, a gardener? Okay, we have about 21 feet from the outside to the outside. Okay, it's a little rainy right now. I'm gonna go in the garage and let's keep on talking about the dimensions of this garden. Let's use a little bit of a visual to figure out our pathways. So this is going to hopefully help us understand what's going on. In the garden, we have one side all the way to the other side is 20 feet. We have 20 feet to work with. Alright, I'm doing pathways that are approximately 2 feet wide. So each of these little guys is a pathway. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 4 times 2 is 8 feet. We need 8 feet total for pathways. And then we have the actual beds, which are 1, 2, 3. Those beds are 4 feet wide, 12 feet. So 12 feet plus the 8 feet for the paths equals a total of 20 feet, which is exactly what we have. It's getting a little cleared out. It's still sprinkling, but hey, a little sprinkle never hurt, you know what I'm saying? I've got these sticks all placed out. This is something they did in Zimbabwe. They would use sticks as the spacers. Alrighty then, we got one here. Really need a pitchfork eventually. Pitchfork moves mulch quite a bit better than a shovel does. Whoa, look at this good stuff. See that little white? See those little white guys? Those are mycelium. Those are starting to break down this compost. All kinds of different little microbes are already eating this stuff down. Awesome. Y'all, this mulch is only about a month and a half old. And as you go down through these levels, you can see that past about a foot, it gets to be kind of white. That's where the mycelia and the fungi want to start breaking things down, but they really need liquid. They need water to be able to fully efficiently do that. So water has rained down and stayed in this top layer. You can even see leaves that have fallen on top of here. And that chunk, that area, is already starting to break down. You can even see, look, there's a little maggot right there. This is where, if I had chickens, they would be able to come in and scratch this around. They'd find those little maggots and eat them. What happens is, the best efficient way is to keep this turning, and that's gonna make the whole process go a lot faster. But for now, I'm getting this out, putting it on my garden in layers thin enough to where oxygen, air is gonna get into those layers. Done with that row. Pull it out. Friends, it's getting a little dark. Last thing they need to do is go down these pathways. You can see we have 2 rows here, 2 pathways. These pathways, I'm gonna level them out and really just let them rot down this winter time. They're gonna shrink down to, you know, 1/10 of the size they are right now, because a lot of what is there is just little pieces of leaves and stuff. So level them out, keep it nice and neat, and there we are. We have perfect pathways. But yeah, there they are, the pathways. Number 1 and number 2. Got some good stuff going on in here. I'll show you another day, probably tomorrow, what they actually look like when it's brighter. Pretty simple, folks, pretty simple. Just any kind of type of organic carbon, preferably carbon that has, you know, bigger chunks in it, different varying sizes of material, so that, like I said, you can have that airflow going through and it will resist compaction. good, looking good. Garden is ready for spring.